Hello students, today we are going to talk about applications of intelligence testing. In the last class we saw about various types of intelligence testing and what intelligence is. Intelligence is the ability to solve the problems through abstract thinking. Abstract thinking is what the thought processes which we have and which is not physically present, but we try to find out the solution about it. And the various intelligence tests that we saw were verbal test, group test, performance test, non-verbal test, individual test. Okay, so there were the four types of tests that we saw. So today we are talking about what are the applications of those intelligence testing, in which field it is going to be useful. Okay, so can you tell me where it could be useful? Think about it. Okay, we will move ahead. If you have thought something, let's find out what would be the applications of it. The first application of intelligence testing is used in effective schooling. Effective schooling means through intelligence testing, we can divide students into below average, average, or highly intellectual students. We can divide them whether they are mentally retarded or whether they are superiorly intelligent. So, if we know what their IQ level is, then it will help the teachers to use various learning methods which are easy for that child to learn. Okay, so that is the major thing for the application of intelligence testing, that is effective schooling. The intelligence tests enable teachers and other authorities to identify the educationally background students and solve their problems. On the basis of the periodic test score, teachers are able to classify pupils into different intellectual categories. To help them by devising special instructional programs suited to their mental development and thereby enhancing the process of their development to educate normal levels. Okay, so what happens through IQ testing? The students' background we come to know whether they are having a high IQ or whether they are having a low IQ, and on the basis of this, they are being categorized. So, intelligence testing's first application is used for schooling. So over here you can see these are the few children who are having learning disability or they may have a low IQ score. So such students require a special educational settings. So over here you can see that the classroom of the students is not the same classroom where average or highly intellectual students study, or if we can say a normal schooling or normal college where we have a benches and there is a smart board or a blackboard. So such students have a more grasping speed and they can learn easily. But over here a mentally retarded child requires more attention or more special learning they require. So that is why you can see that their classroom is very much colorful. It is more interactive. Over here you can see the teacher or a special educator has given them some task to do. So through that task they are able to learn it very easily. Okay, so when this mental retarded children are being taught, they are given the task, they have given a visual auditory learning so that they can grasp easily. They are given the craft task, they are given drawing task to do to learn easily. Also their education is not similar to a normal schooling, so that is why we have those special schools. If you have seen, right, there are special schools for the kids, for a mentally retarded kids. So such kids take the admission over there so that they can get more attention and they can learn various skills. Also, there is in the graph, if you remember in the last video, so there are students who are just near the borderline of a average IQ. So that means that they can do better in their life if they learn vocational skills or any job skills. If they can learn, then they can have a decent work life ahead. So for them also there is a special school. So they are being taught various skills like stitching, crafting, electronics, then simple mechanical tasks. So this they are taught so that they can work somewhere after life. So this is known as a special school over here. Over here also you can see they have been given a various tasks by this special educators. Now these people are called as special educators because they have learned how to teach a child who has a low IQ level or having a learning disability. So this special education you can complete after your bachelor's in psychology, and there is a special course for a special educator. It is like 6 months course, a diploma course wherein you can learn how to teach these kids and give a special training to them. So over here maybe this task is about arranging the objects from larger to smaller sequence, or maybe it would be a color sequence that they must be teaching them. So in a normal school the colors are being taught verbally or by showing it, but when it comes to a special school they are being given a various tasks so that they understand it in a more better way. So this is one of the tasks you can see over here. Every child can learn but not the same way. Okay, so every child has a different way of learning, different way of grasping up the things. So this specially mentally retarded kids, even they can learn few things. They can be more specialized in some things that we are not, but their way of learning can differ, and that is when a special education school comes into a role. So some students would learn by seeing the things in a better way as compared to just orally speaking. When teacher speaks and they grasp, then that is another way of learning. So they over here also in this photo you can see that kids can learn better by seeing on a world map rather than just teacher explaining verbally. Okay, so here there is a difference. Second is it is helpful in mental health aiding. Intelligence test enables clinicians to measure the intellectual levels of their clients. Intelligence tests are helpful to clinicians for diagnostic purposes, prognosis, and deciding the therapeutic or rehabilitative programs. So, the intelligence test is most and majorly used for a clinician, for a psychologist, for a psychiatrist, in order to find out what kind of IQ level the child has and how it is going on with his mental disorder. So for example, if a child is having autism, or if a child is having a learning disability already, so a psychologist will also find out the IQ of a child. So if the IQ of a child is more above average but still he is having a learning disability, then he is asked to do a regular schooling. Are you understanding? So he will go into normal school because his IQ is more, but he is just having a learning disability. But at the same time, if the child's IQ is very low, below average, that is, he is mentally retarded, right? And same time, he is having learning disability. So his ability to cope up in a normal schooling would be more difficult as compared to the earlier child, and that is when IQ test is used for a mental health profession. Okay, so it is used by clinicians to diagnose, to prognose, and to decide what kind of therapeutic or rehabilitative programs that would be useful for that particular student or particular child. So you can see there are various schools for autisms as well. So there are various schools in India which have a separate schooling for this particular mental health disorder, autism. So over here also you can see there are various colorful things kept. Their classroom is completely different. There are two teachers teaching three children. Okay, so over here you can see how they are teaching the kids. Okay, so their benches are also low at their level, right? There are colorful cubes to develop their problem solving skills, to develop their motor skills, to make them understand the colors. So all these things are specially for them to learn. Over here you can also see there are in on the wall they have put up lots of pictures. So you will say that this is very common in a kindergarten school. Even in the kindergarten school, you will see a similar kind of background. But in a kindergarten school, you will see that there are 60 students sitting in a one classroom, and there are two teachers handling those 60 students. But over here, you can see the difference. Only three children and two teachers are caring for them. So you can see what kind of difference it is. So that is a time when an IQ test comes into a role. This is the second picture. Over here kids are given some task. I think it is a kind of a match the column, or so that their memory increases, their cognitive processes increases. So over here they have been given a similar kind of task. So you can see there are cards and the cards are closed. Okay, so once they have been shown those cards open, and then the cards are being closed down, and then they have to find out the pairs looking similar to it. So it is developing their cognitive skills over here. So what happens in a special education school is that they focus upon developing their skills which are necessary for their day-to-day activities. You know that the special kids, they lack in doing day-to-day tasks like even brushing their teeth, maintaining the hygiene. All these things they lack in. So in the special schools they have been taught, they have been worked upon that things. Okay, so that is why the special schools are very much important for special kids. And then if you know the IQ of the child, then it becomes very easy for teachers to deal with it. Okay, again in this photo you can see the teacher is helping a kid to develop his reading skills. So this could be probably a child with a learning disorder who is unable to read the spellings. So over here teacher is helping him out to go with a proper learning or proper reading. Learning knows no bounds. Okay, so every kid can learn in its own way with the help of educated schools, or with the help of special educators, with special environment. So be it a normal school or be it a special school, learning is important for every child, and that is why the IQ level of a child is very much important in order to understand whether that child is a special child, a gifted child, or a average intelligent child. Again, with the schooling comes in hand is parenting. So IQ test plays an important role in order to do a parenting of a specially need a special need kid. Okay, so intelligence tests help the parents to know the intellectual capacity of their children. IQ score help the parents in providing the relevant educational. Okay, so if the parents are knowing that if my child is not doing so well in the IQ, okay, so they know what to expect from a child. Okay, so if there are parents who have a child who is a mentally retarded, he can't do things on his own, so of course parents are well versed with the reality that they can't expect a child to be a aeronautical engineer or choosing some field which requires a high level of IQ. At the same time, if a child is having a high level of IQ, then of course the parents are going to expect from a child to reach such kind of goals. So this IQ testing also helps for a proper parenting, and parents come to know what expectations they can put from the child. A simple example would be parents whose child is not doing good in education, and they don't even know what his IQ level is, and they keep on forcing a child to keep on studying, and they burden him with the percentage level. That is what happens. So what happens over here, child gets frustrated. He does not know what his capacity is. Even parents does not know what his capacity is, and still they keep on burdening him for the percentage, and then they force him to take a particular career field. So all this becomes a mess if the child's IQ is already low. Okay, so that is why IQ testing is important for a effective parenting. So over here you can see a mother supporting a child who is mentally retarded. So it helps in supporting emotional support, physical support from a parents to the child. Over here you can see a environment of a special education school where the kids require a special education, a special kind of treatment, and also in this activity parents have taken a part in it. So it helps the parents to understand what the child's needs are. At the same time, the child is going to get a emotional or a mental support from their parents. So that is why it is important for parents to understand their child's IQ level. Again, in this picture, parents are encouraging their kids for whatever activity they are performing. So over here to the left side of this picture, you can see there is a handicapped child. Okay, he's reading some kind of poetry or some kind of story, we don't know, but he's doing some reading task. Whereas I can see a girl in the pink is a special educator, and all others are the parents and the kids who require a special training. So all of them are giving a encouragement to this particular child. So over here what they are doing is positive reinforcement. If you remember in my classes you have attended, positive reinforcement means encouraging the behavior through positive comments or positive rewards, so that their behavior encourages. So over here the child is reading, and this entire people sitting over here are encouraging him. So what he thinks that he is doing a task correctly, he feels more confident about it. Okay, fourth is career counseling. Intelligence test helps the students to select the right educational course which is suitable to their intellectual capacities. This helps in reducing the problems of failure, wasting of time and money, etc., and increasing their possibilities of being successful. So this career counseling and the other part that we just saw, that is about effective parenting. So I just gave you the example that if child is not doing good in school, still parents force them to take a particular career or take a particular educational course. So that is when this IQ level plays an important role. So if they do a career counseling before their 10th standard, so then the parents will get a clear idea of what is the IQ level of the child, what would be the aptitude, what would be the interest of the child, and accordingly he can select the career field. Okay, so if he have selected a career field based upon his IQ or based upon his aptitude, then there would be a very less chances of the failure, as in if a child is having a aptitude of a hotel management, he could be a good in business, but still the parents are forcing him to be a doctor or other profession like a lawyer. So what happens over here, the chances becomes very less of the child to be happy of whatever he is studying. Okay, at the same time it would be a waste of energy and waste of money. So IQ test also helps in career counseling. This is a small pointers over here of career planning. Know your values, learn about yourself, identify your own skills, research career options, link your major and your careers. Okay, so this is how you can do your career planning. So even after 12th you're not sure what you're going to do ahead, so this is how you have to plan. You have to find out what your interests are, what your goals are, what your skills are. If you know what you're good at, if you're good at music, so you can again search various career options, what you're good at, which kind of options are available related to music, or which kind of options are related to arts. Okay, so all this you can link up. You still have time to think. Okay, it is just your 12th, so after 12th you can shift and give a shift to a career if you're really not happy with the field you have taken. So you need to find it on your own self. Okay, like I said, self awareness is most important. You should know your own self first in order to be successful in your life. So career planning में क्या होगा, you are going to understand yourself, what are you good at, and accordingly you are going to find the research career options for yourself. This is kind of a career counseling. So 90% of the Indian students choose career without proper IQ test. So this is what happens, they don't know what their IQ is, and then they take a higher level of subjects and they fail in that, and then they put money in some coaching classes or special training they take to learn those things. But if the IQ is only not there, how much ever training you take, you are going to fail, right? So that is why IQ is very much important. 95% students and parents believe scoring more than 80% in 10th makes the student fit in science stream. Okay, again this is not true. If you got 80%, you're directly going into science stream. No, it is not possible. Okay, 80% does not makes you guarantee you that you can fit in science. Okay, even if a child is getting a 50%, but he has that aptitude and learning for a science field, he can do much well than a person who scored 80% in 10th standard. Okay, so there is always, you can't on the basis of the percentage you cannot judge person's career. So this is most important to understand. Fifth is vocational counseling. Vocational or vocation is all related to the job. So intelligence test helps the people to choose a suitable vocation for themselves. This helps in reducing the problems of absenteeism, job dissatisfaction, etc. It and increases the possibility of living a satisfied and a happy life. So if you have chosen your career properly, automatically you will also choose your jobs properly because of this IQ testing. Okay, so that is why this vocational counseling is also very much important. So if you are happy with your job, then there would be less reason for a person to be absent at the job. If he is very much dissatisfied with his job, if it includes more traveling or more talking job, then the person automatically gets stressful or dissatisfied about it. Okay, so it is very much important for a vocational counseling to take place. So this person is in that particular job where he is not satisfied, there is lots of burden that is been given to him. Again, you can see over here this girl is really stressed out, and that is why she's banging her head on that laptop. She's really upset about her job. So what is most important? It is important that you make a work life balance in your life. Your personal life and your work life should be very much balanced so that you can lead a very happy life. Okay, so with this said, I hope you're clear with whatever I have taught today. There are mainly 5 applications of IQ test. First, it would be useful and what? Effective schooling. Second, parenting. Third, career guidance. Fourth, vocational guidance. And fifth, finding a good school for them, right? So all this is very much important for a IQ for the application of a IQ test. Thank you everyone. Bye. Take care.